Alright, it's Ponter here. Got another match mode. And this one is definitely not a serious game. This is really. This game is all about the World in Conflict community that we may not remember, probably don't miss, but it is. It's a special. It's a special community. You know, for those of you who were playing the game back in 2009, 2008, you'll remember and have been active on the forums. You'll know Cruel Gore. This guy right here. This guy is pure delusion, and you know, I wish I could pull some of the forum posts or just show you what he said in real life. And you know, this guy, he ran this clan called GOG, and he treated it like they were a bunch of like cultists, I guess. That would be the best description of this team. And really, this is going to show you the difference between, you know, on the spectrum of players who are good or bad. You've got the pub players. You know, I'm just going to play my 8v8s. I'm going to sit in the back with two or three heavy arty and just, you know, shoot heavy arty all day. And like, I started playing Wick like that. You know, everybody has a phase. And then you're going to start playing with some teams and some clans, and you're always going to start, if you're unfortunate, with a bad clan. And I think GOG is probably they're definitely not the worst, but in terms of the amount of noise that they made and how good they were, it's an incredible, just incredible how bad they are and how obnoxious they were as well. So, you know, so you have the intro, like, beginner clans, the noob clans, just a bunch of bad pub players kind of playing in a team, and they're just gonna flail around like somebody threw a sack of puppies into a sinking ship. And then you have teams like Shiny, you know, up here. We're all in our Smurf modes. I can't even keep track of them. Hedge, that's Hunter. Muck is Muck. Mine Herens is Tim. One Cool Inf, I think, that's Silver, and then that's me. And we're doing double air. We don't give a shit. You know, we're on Riviera. We're playing against GOG. We're gonna crush these guys, and we're just gonna show you the difference between a good team and a bad team. And we're shouting out Nox, and also just the bad manners that are possible, especially when you're playing a bad team and you can just dominate them. Now Riviera, what it's all about is taking this hill and also taking this town. If you do one of those, you're probably going to win the game. If you do both, you're going to stomp. And really, when you're taking the town, you just need a good infantry player. Maybe you need two infantry players who are good, and you need to feed them points, especially when you're attacking from this side, because, you know, you start with the town, you have cover. You know, it's kind of hard to attack when you're on the USSR side. NATO side also, you know, it's pretty easy to get up this hill, and once you get up this hill, you get your tanks set up, get good line of sight. You're just sniping these poor suckers down here. You kill all their cover, and it's a pretty easy game. And then of course you can drop here and you kind of contest this. You know, I'll show a good game. This is going to be a bad game. Mainly, I've had a couple drinks today. I'm gonna do a fun game. You know, and we're hacking right here. You know, this is to intimidate, and also because GOG, basically, we were so desperate to play match mode games back in the day. You know, it was definitely, it was possible to get games back then, but it's impossible now. But you know, if it's late at night, you know, you don't have a girlfriend, you have nothing to do, you want to play match mode with your team, and there's nobody on except for GOG, and GOG doesn't want to play with you because they know you're going to crush them, and they think you hack because you crush them so consistently. You know, you're desperate, and you just play a game with GOG, and you convince them, and you're happy that you can at least play a game with GOG, and you get excited. So that's the mindset that we're in. We're excited to play a game, even though they're bad, even though it's a waste of everyone's time, because we know it's going to happen. And look at us try-harding. We're like telling each other where to go. That's great. And I'm going to fast forward because this is not a 20-minute game. You know it's not going to last that long. You know, we spent half the time just planning. Okay, and now we're planning the bad manner. this is important. The bad manner, is this going to be a statement of disrespect? No, let's see the loadouts. So we double air, you know, that's a good standard. You know, usually you do double inf on this. You start maybe double inf. But look at this, you know, 3 scout helicopters. That's not meta. Or that's a new meta, I don't know. And then just the standard loadout. Oh man, and this isn't even my replay. I just realized this is Hedge. And what is he doing? He's doing a lot of snipers, lots of regular inf. You know, Ponter's I'm doing my standard 2 heavies, 2 lights, going for all the caps. Let's see what these guys are doing. Lots of tanks. Double armor. That's an interesting move. And look at this, double air, just wrecking. Not even a very good double air push. Look at that separation. But we almost smoke all their support. I would say that was a bad double air push right there. But it doesn't matter because we took the whole map. Look, we capped this. You know, look at it. And this is great team play right here. Respectfully. Oh, yeah. Actually, it doesn't matter, but waiting for the cap. I get smoked. Whatever. Not getting that cap. Now we're just going to sit back. And, you know, Riviera, it's a pretty chill map. It's one of my favorites as well. It's just a good, solid map. And look at this. No...
Your unit was destroyed.
Barely any line of sight, you know. We're doing the drops to take the town first, which is the smart move. But usually you want to give the armor a little bit of points. And like, oh man, no scout. Krulgor, what are you doing? Just getting shot. You know, Krulgor, what a great guy. If anybody remembers some of his posts, like he just had this whole persona when he played this game and like when he ran his clan, and I can't even, it's an indescribable persona. He like lived in his own world, and I mean we all do a little bit, but damn, he really lived in his own world. And then it just didn't translate into good wick play, which just made it even funnier, and you'll see why. There's going to be, the end of this is actually pretty satisfactory, and this is just Hunter dominating, and this is how you, I can't really show you how to play good any role. I mean, this is good. Spreading out tanks, already ranking up. Of course, no line of sight. We don't even need line of sight. Whatever. We're playing against Krulgor heavy air. Already pressuring the top. And just no map presence from their end. No drops. What more can you want? Oh, actually, they do have drops up here. Good for them. Meanwhile, double air is just dominant, and you know, 3 scouts. What are you gonna do? Like, how can you stop this? Meanwhile, their support guy is clumping. This is pretty. Their inf player was smart enough to put inf in bunkers, because inf in bunkers, if anybody knows, there's a bug in this game where pretty much, if you put a sniper in a building, he's gonna shoot at infantry within his range, no matter what. Even if he doesn't see them in line of sight, he'll shoot them. So never, if you see a sniper in a building, watch out. There's a quick tip for you. And meanwhile, just armor domination. You know, we got the line of sight, just taking pot shots. Everything we see is beautiful. And the air is just killing forts because they got nothing else to do. Another sniper in the building. You should watch this guy just dominate these poor paras just sitting in the open, just poof. And more drops. We got some rep jeeps. That's a pretty late rep jeep job. You know, 5 minutes in. Whatever. You know, and this is why people hate Riviera, I think, because if you're a bad team and you don't contest this hill, you're facing like 4 heavy tanks. I mean, we don't have line of sight, so there's not really that much domination, but you know, pushing this hill against a good team is just so frustrating when you can't get it. Meanwhile, you know, their armor player is just overextending and getting dominated by air. And there's nothing they can do about it. It's just double armor, like double armor on this map. Just a bad idea. And notice their guy, like, he's gonna lose a tank just to getting side shot by our tanks. And the cheeky guys in the you know, and this is stuff you see in like pubs, right? You know, I'm gonna drop my entire reinforcement queue down and just get killed. And then he gets phosphorused. It's just brutal. And we're just waiting. Just slaughtering naked tanks in the open. Other overextended tanks, you know. Forget killing the overextended tanks. We're gonna go into the spawn and shoot at try to kill their support. Why not? Doesn't matter. Where's our other air player? He's killing it from the back. That's good. But damn. And we're dropping. Now when you're in a position like this, and really your goal is bad manners, not actually good games, what you want to do is save your TA and make a statement with the TA. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So, yeah, sure, we're dropping, but you see any heavy arty here? This would be a good heavy arty target, but we're not going to do that. You know, we're just going to wait and just dominate the map. Like, look at this. Full map domination. I'm just going to speed it up because, you know, there's nothing to really learn. Yeah. And we're just stacking up the TA. Somehow, yeah, we're giving them the middle. Why not? You know, let's just enjoy, you know, savor the domination. Meanwhile, I don't think I've lost a single tank. Not that that's anything to brag about in this situation. And we're just waiting. We're waiting for the bad manners. Look at these counter drops. What a sick play from that. And you know, they've been pretty consistent with their drops. And look at Kilgore. Can he get a kill? Krulgore? I forgot. No, he can't get a kill. He gets killed though. This is another thing that bad teams would do is like they realize that it's not working. Like in this situation, like you have no map control. Just switch one of the armor players to air. You know, what's the worst that can happen? You know, but no, they just keep going. Double armor. No thinking about it. We know double armor is going to work. We're just going to keep dropping them. And really, we are luring them into a false sense of security at this fight. You know, 10 minutes in and they haven't been total domed yet. Well, let's take a look at the score. And the score, you know, the score is pretty telling. Krulgore with the really cool 130 points. Meanwhile, our air player is just going ham killing support. I got the other air player killing tanks. And there's nothing they can do. And we're going to speed this up a little bit more. You know, it's obviously the hacks that are winning this game. Yeah. Just chill map control. You know, these guys, they got put in the town at the start of the game. They haven't even moved. You know, good job. Good job, Hunter, with your micro. He's basically been containing their infantry player with drops and like a sniper and just hasn't done anything else. And here we go. First you got a little cheeky napalm. What could that mean? Oh yeah. And then the bad manner.
10 minutes remaining.
And it's really like this is just cruelty.
The enemy defeated your unit.
Double nuke. Oh, a triple nuke. And we'll just sit back and enjoy.
Your reinforcements are on the battlefield.
A little bit of lag there. And I mean, there's more useful uses of tactical aid. But nukes really make a statement that we didn't need to use 180 TA to play well against this team. And you know, this is something we lost, the ability to pub stomp or just to curb stomp really bad clans. Because really, I think now the only people who play this game are good, and you know, just another nuke for good measure. you know, but we'll always have the memories. And if anybody can find anything of Krulgor that he's left behind for posterity, please find it, because that guy was a character. And he really made the Wick scene hilarious, just to have somebody with so much delusion playing with you and playing against you. And you'll see here, this is his greatest moment, you know.
The enemy defeated
Even
your
though he's been
unit.
nuked 3 times,
Unit
his team's been
defeated.
completely dominated, and we've spent the entire time trolling them and being bad-mannered, and, you know, our air players are just killing their support straight up. What does Krulgor take away from this? You know, Krulgor, the leader of this clan, you know, he wants to play another game. Look at this here. Look at this here. Wait for it. After the GGs, you know, even though it wasn't a very good game, he wants a rematch, opposite sides, because he hadn't taken enough punishment. And that is a beautiful, beautiful, delusional person, and I miss him a lot. Anyways, this was a more fun one, a pretty trash game. I'm gonna end this recording now and hopefully find a better. And this is a true clan game. This is a match mode game, so you know, what an asymmetric game. Anyways, I hope I can find a better game for you guys. You can actually learn something other than how not to play terribly. And I just gotta turn this off. Again, I'm not gonna edit it. I just gotta exit the whole game, I guess. Fuck. No, I'm really gonna have to edit it. It's gonna be awkward.